There's something fascinating, isn't there, about the way the wind moves through the trees, bending but never breaking, soft yet powerful, flexible yet unstoppable, almost as if it knows there's strength in the flow, the quiet power in allowing movement. And isn't it amazing how even the strongest tree finds its deepest roots by embracing both the gentle breeze and the fiercest storm? Because here's the thing, there's a deep truth that people often forget. Emotion is energy in motion, and the more you hold it in, the more it presses back, seeking expression in all kinds of unexpected ways. But the moment you let it flow, that energy transforms into insight, into connection, into vitality, into life. And as you begin to notice this now, you can wonder how much more alive you'll feel when you allow this flow to move freely, confidently, with ease and grace. You've probably seen it before, haven't you? A person who feels deeply, yet speaks with calm strength. Their eyes light up with every word. Their presence commands attention, not because they force it, but because they embody something real, something true, something alive. And in that moment you realize, true strength is not the absence of emotion, it's the presence of heart. It's the courage to feel fully and stand tall. It's not about being overwhelmed or shutting down. It's about tuning into a rhythm of your own truth, dancing with it, letting it guide you with confidence, balance and clarity. Because when you embrace your emotions, you discover something extraordinary, that it's possible. No, it's natural to feel deeply and stand strongly. You could be both open and grounded, sensitive and resilient, warm and wise. And perhaps you're wondering now, what's the easiest way to experience this shift? How soon will it begin to feel effortless, to express what matters the most, in just the right way, at just the right time, while feeling more and more alive in every breath? Notice how your mind can already begin to imagine that. The feeling of energy moving through you like a river, clear, powerful and free. And every time you express what's true for you, it opens new doors to deeper connection, greater confidence, and that calm, quiet strength that's been yours all along. Because here's what you already know deep inside. When you hold back, you shrink. But when you express what's real, you expand, you grow. You breathe life into the world around you, and people feel it. They're drawn to it. Now some might say, if I express too much, I'll be vulnerable. But isn't it true? Vulnerability is the doorway to strength. The greatest leaders, the most inspiring souls, the people who light up the world, they aren't afraid to feel. They're alive because they feel. So what if, starting now, every time you feel an emotion, it becomes a gift, a reminder that you're alive, a signal that you're connected to something greater, an invitation to express, to grow, to thrive. And you can wonder how good it will feel to trust this process more and more each day. Because as you learn to embrace that flow, you become magnetic, dynamic, unforgettable. Not cold or shut down, not overwhelmed or lost, but balanced, whole, fully alive. And perhaps you'll begin to realize it's not a question of if you express yourself, but how beautifully, how powerfully, how fully you will. After all, every word, every feeling, every moment, it's another step towards the strongest, most radiant version of yourself. So you can begin to breathe that truth in now. Let it settle deep into your body, knowing that it's already begun. Because isn't it interesting how a river never doubts its own flow? It twists, turns, swells, and sometimes slows. Yet it never questions what it is. It just moves, always finding its way, reshaping the land it touches, breathing life into everything around it. And perhaps emotions, they're much the same. Not something to fear or resist, but something to trust, to guide, to use. Because when you begin to trust that flow within yourself, you unlock something powerful, an inner strength that doesn't just survive the currents, but it rides them, expands with them, becomes unstoppable. And maybe as you listen now, you're beginning to notice how easy it is to let this idea settle deep within you. The idea that strength isn't about shutting off, It's about opening up. It's not about holding back. It's about leaning in. Because the more you allow yourself to feel, the more alive you become. Have you ever noticed how the most powerful people, the ones who seem unshakable, they're never the cold ones. They aren't dull or distant or lifeless. No, they radiate something else. They feel deeply, fully, freely. But they own their emotions. They use them as fuel. Imagine standing at the edge of a fire. Not a destructive fire, but a steady, warm, glowing flame. It lights your path. It warms your body. And the closer you stand to it, the more alive you feel. That fire is your emotion, your passion, your vitality. And it's not something to run from. It's something to stand beside, to draw strength from, to allow it to illuminate everything you touch. And now you might begin to wonder, what if every time you expressed your truth, it didn't make you weaker, but stronger? What if every word, every feeling, every moment of connection actually expanded you, made you magnetic, resilient, unforgettable? Because here's the truth that you've known all along. The only time we feel small is when we try to hold everything in. But the moment we express what's inside, clearly, calmly, confidently, we become limitless. It's a pattern you've already seen, isn't it? The energy that builds and builds until it demands to move. And the moment you release it, it transforms into something lighter, something clearer, something unstoppable. As you begin to notice right now how easy it is to imagine yourself speaking with calm strength, feeling fully and expressing deeply, yet always standing tall, rooted, solid, balanced. Because there's an incredible skill hidden in this. The skill of translating emotion into clarity, into confidence, into connection. The skill of knowing exactly when to breathe in. Feel the fullness of your experience. And then let it flow out in just the right way, at just the right time, with just the right power. And maybe as you continue to notice how that feels, you can begin to install a new belief now. A belief that emotion isn't your enemy. Emotion is your compass. It shows you what matters most. It sharpens your focus. It deepens your connection with others. And the more you trust that compass, the more effortless everything becomes. The more alive you feel. Because isn't it true? The people who express themselves with the greatest strength, they're the ones who know how to balance power with presence, passion with peace, sensitivity with strength. And it's interesting to think about it, isn't it? How easy it is to feel safe and grounded while expressing your emotions. Knowing your strength only grows deeper every time you do. The more you express, the stronger you feel. The stronger you feel, the easier it is to express. It's a cycle that builds and builds, creating that steady confidence that you've been growing into all along. And you can wonder how much more free you'll feel every time you express yourself clearly, calmly, with warmth and strength. Because when you do, you light up the space around you. You bring life to the world. And others, they can't help but feel it, drawn to it, inspired by it. And you can feel it settling deeper now, that knowing, that truth. I can express fully and stand strong. I can feel deeply and remain grounded. I can be open and still powerful. It's already true for you. It always has been true. And now, you get to live it more and more each day.